What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Rocket League video, and today we're going to be going over the top 10 Rocket League players in the world right now in esports. So, technically the whole game, because no one's going to be better than the pro players. But at number 10, we're going to have AJ. He wasn't seen that much last year. I saw in Sunless Khan's video he was an honorable mention, but after getting picked up by FaZe Clan and being joined by another really good player, FaZe Clan has done pretty decent this year, and AJ's just looked really good on their team, so that's why I decided to put him at number 10 on this list. Next on our list is going to be Alpha 54. Even though they had a really bad showing in Sweden this year, Team Vitality is still a really great team in Europe, Alpha being a great player in Europe. But we need to see how him, his teammates, Fairy Peak, and K-Dop, we need to see how they respond before we call them garbage cans, as they could definitely still be a top team in Europe if they still have the willpower. At number 8, it's Squishy Muffins from NRG. Squishy, he's up here for the reason that so many people know him. He's just been a really great player for NRG in a long time. For lots of good teams, Cloud9. He's known for one of his most famous plays in Rocket League, the Squishy Stealing Shot, of course. And NRG has had a pretty good season after getting second in the fall split after losing to Team BDS. And let's move on to number 7. Number 7, we're going to have Mark by 8. He plays on Team BDS, and in 2020, Team BDS took over Europe, winning online event after online event after online event. Lots of people question if they could stay on top, though, and even more question if they could pull this off in a LAN environment. In Sweden, Mark and company shut down those doubts pretty quick by beating NRG in the grand finals to take home the fall split. At number 6, we have Archie. Archie plays for Semper Esports, but in Sweden, he led his team to a top 4 finish, and his team is yet another example of a young superstar supported by a more experienced team, which is being Casio and Chaussette. I think Archie will continue to dominate Europe in 2022 and moving on. At number 5, we have Garrett G, who's on NRG. Garrett G will easily go down as one of the greatest RLCS players of all time and just players of all time in Rocket League. He's appeared in every LAN in Rocket League history. He plays for NRG with Justin, and going into his 7th year of competing, and he is still absolutely insane at this game, being number 5. At number 4, it's our second BDS player, the French superstar Extra. He's a huge reason why Team BDS continues to be successful online and offline. He is amazingly talented, and he's the face of the Team BDS mostly, taking all the interviews and most of that kind of stuff. Go look at some of this guy's clips right now, and you will see why he deserves to be in the top 5. In 3rd place, we have the prodigy who lived up to every expectation, First Killer. First Killer picked up by Team FaZe, playing with the guy who you saw earlier on the list, of course being AJ. They have been an unstoppable duo, and of course pairing off with the 3rd player of Sipical really helps this team be an absolute dynasty and almost took down NRG in the fall split. Into his 2nd year in RLCS with a great performance in Sweden, First Killer has looked great this year, and ask any of his fans and they'll say he's the number 1 player in the world. And they do have a case. Go check out some of his clips and you'll see. But he's in 3rd place just because we have 2 better players on this list. Just beating out First Killer, in my opinion, and many other people's opinions. I looked on a website for some of these, and I just used my opinion. But number 2, most of you guys would think he's number 1, but it's Justin. Justin has played on NRG, been great for a long, long time. He is one of the biggest threats in North America and the entire world. This year will be a great year for Justin. Hopefully we'll be having more in-person LAN events. I really hope so. He's been known to be great at in-person LAN events, so we'll see how that holds up. Will he continue to pop off and carry his team to championships and wins? But here's what all of you have been waiting for. The number 1 player in the world is Sunless Khan. Sunless has just had a really great year he's had a really great year just being on Space Station. Even though he is signed up as a content creator, he's actually not, and he's actually a pro player and has been playing for the whole team. He has actually been under a different name. You might have heard of him. Alright, but now with all jokes aside, the number one player in the world is Monkey Moon. He's played on Team BDS this year, whatever you want to call it, but he's played in Team BDS. Monkey Moon led the Team BDS to their victory against NRG, so technically that would be declaring them the number one team in the world right now, and Monkey Moon is the best player on that team, so logically he's the best player in the world. He has proved how good he is by just taking down anyone in person. You name the place, you name the time, he'll take any player down. But this is why Monkey Moon is number one on this list. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and yeah, see ya.